and welcome back once again to another Make Me Ramble video. So guys, what are we going to ramble about today? Well, I think it's a great idea to ramble about and start talking about some of the new stuff that GW has come out with. Namely, the stuff for dryads and things, all the tree folk and the fey creatures and stuff like that, and the treekin. There's some fantastic stuff. Firstly, there's that really weird kind of like hive kind of sprite thing. It's like from the neck down it's treemen, from the neck up it's like a weird fey sprite, fey creature, and then all in between it is all like weird hives and stuff. And yeah, I'll be completely honest with you, it sets off my trypophobia, guys. It's not the greatest thing for me to look at. I'm actually feeling a bit sick talking about it, but for those of you guys that don't know, I think trypophobia is the fear of like little holes and things. It just looks really unnatural and really gives people the heebie-jeebies and makes people feel sick when they look at it. It just looks horrible. So there's that miniature. There's the set that gives you the alternate like weird sprite things. They're like kind of like a dryad, like from like half a dryad or like 3/4 of a dryad. Then out of the other bit there's like a weird sprite like spirit thing coming out, which looks really cool if you ask me. I like the look of them. There's like 2 different variants. Let's have a look. Let me just check what else there is. I know there's one other thing that I want to have a look at. Hold on. Gamesworkshop.com. Let's have a look at their website. If my internet doesn't crap out on me, which it probably is going to do in about 5 seconds. New releases? No, it's not really so I can't get to it, but basically there's another new thing, and it is some absolutely, whoa, we got some crazy shadow going on over here. I'm just going to stand like this. I can do the dance of ebony and ivory all in one go. It's like super bright here and super dark here. What the fuck is going on? How am I, Jesus, that sun is bright. Ow. Can I, if I move it over this, I'm going to have to move the camera. I'm being blinded. I'm blind. I can't see fuck all. Let's see if I move the camera over there. Is that going to make it any better? I really can't fucking see. It's so bright. There we go. There's still a really weird, really weird bit. It's like, oh Lord, the light of Sycamore is shining upon me. No, enough of that. That's bollocks, Age of Sigmar stuff. Fuck off. But yeah, so the thing that I'm getting really excited about with the new, the leaked releases that are coming out from Games Workshop is it looks like we finally have something to take the place of treekin models, which is really good. Especially good for me because I'm doing Kings of War and I'm doing Forces of Nature, so it'll be just perfect to use as forest shamblers. But there's looks like, again, there's 2 variants. There's ones with bows and there's ones with like swords. Now, there's a part of me that's going, you really want to build the ones with swords, Jojo man, but then the other part of me is going, yeah, but the bows look really cool and I've not actually got anything that looks like it's got a bow yet. I don't know how they're going to look in the flavour of my Kings of War army, but yeah, we'll find out. In regards to Kings of War and stuff like that, I've been trying to search for a way to kind of unite all the fantasy stuff under one banner on End of the Wolf Time. As you guys will know, End of the Wolf Time has been predominantly sci-fi based since its creation, really. It's all been 40k this and 40k that, and you know, Dead Zone this and Dead Zone that, other various futuristic related game systems and whatnot. However, I decided to branch out into fantasy to kind of broaden my horizons a little bit. Oh, the angelic light has gone by the looks of it. Is it going to come back anytime soon? Yeah, it's probably going to come back in about 3 minutes for the way that cloud's moving. But yeah, I looked directly at the sun then as well. That wasn't a good. That's a stupid man, Jojo man. But anyway, so I've been trying to find a way for me to unite all the fantasy stuff under one banner. So things like battle reports, tutorials, reviews, army blogs, that kind of stuff, without me having to make individual intros, because I'll let you in a little secret, guys. These intros that I do for the beginnings of my channels, you know, some people might think they look utter shit. Some people think might think they look absolutely awesome. It doesn't matter, but it does take me a long time to actually produce these intros, and sometimes I sit for a good like 3 to 6 hours just trying to find the right kind of music, the right kind of clips that I want to use for these intros, and it takes an awful lot of time out of my day-to-day life, so I'm uniting all the fantasy stuff under one banner, and that hopefully is going to air this weekend, possibly tomorrow, just because well, I really want to get some of this fantasy stuff out. Speaking of other fantasy-related subjects and items, the angelic light, here it is, ha ha, angelic light of fantasy. No, no Age of Sigmar, stop it. So what else are we doing? Pidge, Mr. Pidge gave me a demo game of Mordheim last week as well, which was really, really good. And I kind of tried to play a bit of Mordheim before, and I had an undead warband, and it was never really good, and they never really got painted, and they just sat in a box, and then I decided to sell them because I wasn't going to play Mordheim anymore. But one of the factions that I'm using, in fact, I'm not going to tell you the faction that I'm using, because I'm going to keep that a secret for the new fantasy show. Oh my god, the name for this new show is amazing, guys. It made me I laughed so hard when I came up with the name. So good. But anyway, so Mordheim's really cool. I don't know if any of you have ever played it, but you play it on a small board than what you do with like 40k or Fantasy or Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar, come to the light. No, we don't want to do Age of Sigmar. But yeah, so it's on a smaller board. It's going to be nice because it means I can get and do some like cool like fantasy terrain and things like that, which will be nice. You know, some like I don't know, like fantasy looking houses and other bits and bobs from Mordheim. For those of you that don't know what Mordheim is basically a skirmish game designed by Games Workshop many, many years ago, and it's based in the old world in Warhammer Fantasy, before all the Age of Sigmar, no, I can't be asked doing that anymore, before all the Age of Sigmar bollocks kicked off. And what happened was, I think it was, long story short, massive meteorite of warpstone crashed into like the biggest city in the entire old world, and that city was the city of Mordheim. As a result, it's all warpstone, and people going in to nick chunks of warpstone to sell it to get magic items, and there's loads of cool stuff, and there's loads of different warbands. There's like Skaven, Beastmen, Goblins, Orcs, Dogs of War, Ogres, all kinds of things, all ramming together, all trying to nick stuff. And it's really, really cool. And the great thing about it is as well, Pidge lives literally down that road and round that corner now. I can get there in like 30 seconds if I run. So it'll be great because we can have more games and stuff and be able to do more battle reports and things. But Mordheim is where it's at. It's pretty cool. Speaking of other bits and bobs, speaking of stuff that happened last week actually, I was on a podcast last week called The War Council. Really, really cool, really, really awesome, really, really great guys. I'll put a link in the doobly-doo down below for you guys to go and check them out, give them a listen to. We were talking about like sculpting and techniques and what gives us inspiration, and when did I start sculpting and how I develop my skills and things. And we started talking about all stuff like that, and it's just a really, really good listen, guys. So go over and give them some love. Tell them I sent you. Other things that happened last week, can't really think of anything. Oh well, some of that happened today. I got a package from Asylum Wargaming, and I freaking love those guys. They're so good. The package is down here, and one of the things that I love in every single box that they give you, if it's over a certain amount, they give you a brew and a biscuit. That's right, guys. They're so good. I mean, I've run out of tea bags as well, so I will cherish this tonight when I'm doing some painting or some building or something. But anyway, I've got some cool stuff in that box. One of the things that they actually did send me, which is pretty nice, I've not seen these before. I don't know whether these are Games Workshop freebies that Asylum get given. But they gave me some like ultramarine stickers, like a little sticker sheet of ultramarine stuff. I mean, it's Ultra Smurfs, so it's alright, I guess. I would have preferred, like, I don't know, Chaos or something, but it doesn't matter. It's still a cool little freebie. I like it. As you can see, I've already used one. I put it on the boiler, which is in that cupboard there. And they gave me this little badge as well, which is quite cool. Now, I don't know what this is from. Whether this is from Silver Tower or whether this is from like Age of Sigmar or something, but that's quite nice as well. Speaking of Silver Tower, I don't really know too much about Silver Tower. Let me just have a look at some of the Silver Tower releases, because they're supposed to be pretty nice. Hold on. Silver Tower. Let's have a look. Silver Tower Mighty Heroes. So for 35 quid, you get 4 models. Fuck me! 4 models. Let's have a look. So you get a weird Sigmarine thing with wings. You get an absolutely ridiculous looking dwarf slayer with his stupid hair and his stupid beard. You get quite a cool Chaos Marauder type thing, and you get a really weird Tzeentchian looking demon. I'll be really honest with you guys. 35 quid, I'd want the store manager to at least suck my dick as well, you know what I mean, when I'm buying it. And I want him to do it with a fucking smile on his face as well. That's really bad. Those models aren't even that great either. Hold on. This is like guerrilla videoing to the finest. You can't even see me barely. What the fuck's that? Oh, silver. Fucking hell, Games Workshop, sort your pissing search engine out. It's the biggest crock of shit I've ever come across in my entire life. So Warhammer Quest Silver Tower, 95 quid. Let's have a look at this. I probably really liked the buy on this because it came out a couple of weeks ago, but I don't give a fuck, quite frankly. Let's have a look at this. Don't want to add it to the cart. No, I don't want to buy £190 worth of Games Workshop stuff. Go away. Let's have a look. What's in the box? Meet the heroes. Shit dwarf looking guy, shit Sanguine looking guy, weird looking dark elf person, cool looking marauder, don't know what the fuck that is, Mistweaver saith. There's a black Sigma dude. Really, for 95 quid you get 6 models. That is no, it's not 6, that is... Oh, you get some cool horrors and stuff. I'd probably buy it for the horrors if I had the money and disposable income to do that. Speaking of income and money and stuff, guys, I've actually had a job interview today and it went really well. So hopefully, soon, I should have a decent, somewhat full-time job to be able to pay the bills a little bit and maybe get some more cool plastic crack. In other news, I'm just leaning casually on my chair because why not? In other news, I got in touch with me and Warlord have Warlord Games have been kind of talking recently. Pezapoo put me on to Warlord Games, and they were after somebody to do some painting for them. Just nothing super spectacular, just tabletop standard for the demo games and things. And I said, yeah, no problem. And they were like, oh, we might, sort you out with some stuff, so I'll have to see what becomes of that guy. So hopefully I should get some of the Warlord stuff maybe next week, maybe even tomorrow if they sent it on like first class or something, I don't know, but we'll find out, guys. Basically, there's loads of stuff that I've got in the pipeline for Enter the Wolf time coming up, and it's just going to be really chock-a-block full of stuff. Loads more orc stuff coming on, like literally so much more. Like, I'm just looking at the stuff that's over there that have not video. They've got 1, I've got 2, I've got 3 more orc videos coming out of stuff that I've done, and then I'm actually up to Leeds tomorrow to see Chains. I'll put a link in the new video down below to Chains' channel because it's really cool. Sanguine Studios, he's an amazing painter. Give him a shout, give him some work, it's absolutely awesome. He's also teaching me how to paint wood tomorrow as well, which is pretty good. But yeah, so a couple of years ago, I actually commissioned Chains to paint me some orc stuff because I really didn't want to paint orcs, and then what have I done? I've got a 3,000 point army of orcs that I have painted to a reasonable standard, I might add. Yeah, so I've kind of got like almost 6,500, 7,000 points worth of orcs now. That stuff that's at his. It's a little bit on the silly side because I don't know where I'm going to put it all. I really don't know. I might have to just have 2 shelves up there just dedicated for an orc army, one absolutely ridiculous one. But every time I look at the orc stuff, I always see stuff that I just want and I just want to do. Like I've been thinking to myself, well, I'm kind of nearly done with the whole dread mob idea, and then I'm like, I'd really like to do a speed freak army or a speed freak contingent to my orc army, and I'm looking, and I've got like down here I've got like a bunch of land speeders that I'm not using, so I'm going to get some wheels and turn them into buggies. I really want to get some of the orc bikes because the orc biker kit is really fucking old now, but I've never once actually bought one. But I want to buy one now to use it because it looks awesome, and it'd be so good having a massive gun line of tanks and guns and big massive weapons batteries, and then whilst they're pummeling the enemy, the fucking fast attacks sweep round to the side and just clean their clocks. It'd be so good. Oh, so I'll get really excited then, guys. I'm getting a bit out of breath because I'm overweight and fat. But yeah. In other news, yeah, that's pretty much it, really, guys. I can't really think of anything else that I can tell you. It's gone very grim again. Behind you guys, you can't even see it. It's pissing it down now. It's like a fucking monsoon. But yeah, guys. So what time are we on? We're on 14, nearly 15 minutes. So guys, I'm probably going to end it there actually. So thank you very much for watching. And I hope you guys have a great time. Hope you guys, I don't know where I'm going with this outro, to be honest. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys are good. Don't forget to like, favourite, and subscribe if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it as well on the forums and the Facebook groups. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you now, and goodbye.